Well, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. How is everyone today? My name is Jason Levine, and I just caught myself in a giggle right there. I totally forgot how to say hello. Good morning, and it's very nice to see you on this Monday on Adobe Live for the second Premiere Daily Creative Challenge. Yes, back by popular demand. You asked for it, and I'm so glad that we could bring it back for you. We had such a good time doing this back in April. It's hard to imagine this was almost 4 months ago when we did the first video DCC. But in any case, it's wonderful to be back, and I hope that you will enjoy and get fully engaged in this week's process and this week's content. It's just some fun stuff that I put together, some new, some old, some borrowed, some blue, a couple of things from the archives that I pulled out and rediscovered a few things, which is pretty cool. In any case, we've got a lot of stuff to cover today. We've only got about 25 minutes. So before we kick it off, just wanted to kind of go through the schedule today. So I'm with you for the next half hour with the video Daily Creative Challenge. Then at 9 o'clock, we've got Voodoo Val coming in with the Photoshop DCC. 9:30, we've got hand lettering with Rihanna. 11:30, we've got the Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge with Julia. Noon to 2, we've got Web Design with Pablo Stanley. 2 o'clock, Peter will be here to do the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. And then we'll wrap up the day with Jordan and Andrew doing Design in the Dark at 2:30 Pacific time. So a full calendar of events as always here on Adobe Live. Now, I want to remind you that for your submissions, and if you want to chat about the challenge, in between the challenges, during the day, during the evening, whatever, we have this amazing community on Discord. And we started this Premiere Discord back in April. If you haven't already signed up for it, those of you who are in the April challenge, I keep saying contest, challenge, you probably already have. For those of you who are new, be sure to go to bit.ly/PRDiscord, sign up for that. This is an amazing community. We grew this to over 1,000 people in a little over a few days, and the response is there, and just the vibe was so great and so encouraging and so inspiring. So I certainly hope you'll all do that. And that is incidentally where you will post all of your challenge results. So that's where we want to see everything. Now, of course, you can embed it from a YouTube video, from a Vimeo link, from Instagram. You can also upload there directly, but there are some file limitations. I've kept everything fairly small for you, but of course, however you export may determine how big these things get. So one other thing to consider before we get started, how can you access the challenge itself? Where do you need to go? Okay, so if you go up to behance.net/challenge/premiere, this is where you want to be, and this is where you'll be able to not only sign in and register, and you'll receive notifications about the challenge, but this is also where you can download the content for each day. Now, a couple of the pieces of content I'll be reusing on multiple days. In fact, today's content, which is a raw, slightly edited video of me kind of doing this channel intro, we'll be using over the next 2 days. Now, one of the things that you may have seen in the description is that you can use some of your own content, but for this first editing the channel trailer thing, I would recommend using mine only because I don't know what your original raw content looked like. So it'll be hard for me to gauge like, oh, that's a really cool edit if I didn't know what the original was like. But now you can augment this with whatever you want, okay? But I would say for these first few days, use this content, actually just really for today. It's up to you. Do what you want. This is supposed to be fun. And then Thursday, we've got some stuff where we're going to be doing some content around multicam. And this is where I was able to rediscover some old multicam footage of mine. That was a lot of fun. So I think you'll really enjoy that. And then Friday, we're going to do some stylizing and some other things and lots of stuff in between. Okay, so with that, as always, we've got our live audience coming to us from YouTube, Behance, and Twitter Periscope. So hello, Jose Antonio Soto Avalera, Richard, Arya Wagner, Valder, Mona, Tim, Ken, Al, Yasir, Monica, Nyasha, Steve, Cindy, nice to see you all. Monica Kana, also coming to us over on my YouTube. We've got Software Tech, We Enjoy Every Day, Techscape. Now again, friends over there on my channel, if you want to follow the chat, I'll be following the chat at behance.net/Adobe Live. So I'm not going to be clicking back to this one periodically. I'll try, but not always going to be there. Desiree and Design Around and Gurkha44 over on Periscope, how are you? Okay, so let's go ahead and kick into this since we are short of time. And I want to make sure we can kind of get through all the things you're going to need to begin this first challenge. Now, one of the things that I did, because I had to make this content distributable, of course, was that I shot some stuff. So just know that this is not an actual channel trailer that I'm having you edit for me. All right, this is about my children's music show, Just Play Music, but that's already done. This is not what that is. Just needed something fun for you to edit. So what this video is basically about 1.5 minutes of me doing, what I would normally do for like a channel intro. Hi, I'm Jason and welcome to my channel. But in the process, I intentionally make mistakes, forget words, so that you have something to edit. And this kind of is supposed to represent, what a typical take of something might be. So there's lots of different variations here. So here's how we're going to get started. If you don't already have it imported into Premiere Pro, of course, if you have your project panel open, which you can see I do at the top here, you can simply double click right inside of the project panel. I've navigated to the download folder, Monday, August 17, and this is the file DCC Day 1 720p. You can also, of course, file import. If you want to import the media that way into Premiere, you can also use under the window menu, the media browser. So lots of different ways to bring your footage in. And then once you have that piece of content in Premiere, like you see here, you're simply going to right click or control click on that video and choose new sequence from clip. And this will automatically take all of the attributes of that video, the frame size, the aspect ratio, the frame rate, and create a sequence for you like the one you see here. Now, for those video friends attending who do a lot of video and are just doing this for fun, yes, this is all in 720p, again, to keep the files kind of small and manageable. Also, to switch it up a little bit, I decided to go black and white. little monochromatic look for this one. Although I have to say, it really turned out nice, just in terms of the lighting and stuff. And these are just some tweaks inside of Lumetri to give it that black and white monochrome treatment. Okay, so once you have the timeline made, what you're going to be looking at is the whole thing. Now, of course, there's lots of different ways to cut something together and cut it apart, really. So if you simply want to use the main timeline and edit this way, you absolutely can. Now, if we just kind of look down below here, again, you'll have your video track and your audio track. All right, I typically like to color code these in different colors, but that's entirely up to you. If you want to do that, you can right click, control click, and choose label. And this will give you all the different options for the various colors that you can choose. So say we wanted to go to something like purple, we could do something like that. Okay, you're also going to notice that there's a couple of markers in here with some text in them. We're going to get to those in just a second. But naturally, the first thing you're going to want to do is play this back and hear what it is I'm saying. So let me just play a couple seconds of this so you can get the idea. And again, this is meant to be like, turn everything on and let's roll and let's say an intro. Okay, so take a listen here. Hi, I'm Jason Levine. Hi, I'm Jason. Hi, I'm Jason, and welcome to my channel, Just Play Music. Okay, so you can see right there, I did 3 little variations. So depending upon how you like to work, all right, and I stress you because this is your choice, this is your edit, that's what we're all gonna be looking at, the creative decisions that you've made. Maybe I like this one here where I kind of do my full name intro, and what you can see is that I've actually added the text to that in this extended marker, which I'm going to show you how to do in just a moment. So if I just wanted to edit right here, I don't want to use the source monitor, I want to do this real quick and easy, I can simply hit the C key on my keyboard to enter the razor tool or the cut tool. Go ahead and place a cut right there. Place a cut right there, all right? So I've kind of separated this little piece right here. Hit the V key, our standard move tool, and I can ripple delete the beginning, and then now this is going to start right from there. Hi, I'm Jason, and welcome to my channel, Just Play Music. All right, and I stopped about 4 or 5 frames before the end there because maybe I want this to be super tight. If I hold down my Command key or my Control key on Windows, I can ripple, so I can again eliminate those 5 frames and drag the adjacent clip right up next to me, kind of like a a magnetic timeline, sort of the way that Rush works. So we're using ripple here. Again, that was holding down the Command key or the Control key on Windows to do that. Okay. All right, so you can do it that way. That's one way to do it. And then, of course, you just kind of continue to play through. Hi, I'm Jason Levine, and that's another intro. On this channel, we're going to be featuring all different types of music. Okay, so there I messed up, right? Different types of music. On this channel, we're going to be featuring all different types of musical performances, musical instruction, and lots of different types of things that will just help you and your kids get truly engaged. Okay, so there's an example where maybe you want to use some of that and you'll cut it into some of the other things. So again, I just showed you how you can really easily do this. Again, you can either choose the razor tool right here from the tool panel. If you don't see it, of course, you can access that up in the window menu under Tools. All right, or you can hit shortcut key C to place a cut in there, like that. Okay, and cut out just the bits that you want. You get the idea. Now that's one way to do it. Now I typically don't usually edit something long form like this all in one timeline just because I want to know ahead of time what's in there. So I'm going to show you now the technique that is actually in a little tutorial video that I've cut for you. So I don't know if these are on the site itself. Ooh, there's a very not pleasant stop frame. I don't know if it's on the site itself. You can find them, of course, on my YouTube channel, Jason Levine Video on YouTube. I've made short 2-minute instructional videos on the main topics of each day. So you'll be able to access these if you don't want to go back and watch this whole daily creative challenge. Go to my channel, youtube.com/Jason Levine Video, and I have 2 3-minute tutorials to show you like how to edit using markers. Okay, so each one of those have been created for each day already. You can check those out and it'll kind of go through this process. So to work with markers and to do this style of editing, what I'm first going to do, now again, I could keep it in this same timeline or I could make a new timeline. I'm going to just make another one here, new sequence from clip. Okay, and I'm actually just going to take it out of there, just going to delete it, and I'm also going to rename this. So again, right click, control click, and let's go into rename, and I'll call this DCC D1 My Edit. All right, and I'm going to take the footage. Now again, if the icons are kind of confusing you, this is your icon for your video file, the MP4. By the way, you can also go into icon view, which is sometimes a little more confusing because now you have more icons and stuff. We also have freeform, but you won't need that for this demonstration. So if you double click on the video itself, this is going to bring you into the source monitor. Now your source monitor may be in a different location. It just depends on what workspace you're in. Again, you can always access it from the window menu, source monitor. Okay. You can also, if you so desire, redock and move these panels around, right? So here in the source monitor, this is where I will typically start to review my footage and mark it up so I know everything that's in there, okay? And to augment this process, now this might seem like a longer process, but again, depending upon how thorough you want to be, and the point of this is kind of instructing you on different ways to think about cutting things together and organizing and archiving. You never know, and again, not everybody will do it this way, is to open up the markers panel, okay? Which again, you can access via the window menu right here, all right? And in the markers panel, what this is going to do, first and foremost, is that this is going to enable you to quickly see all the different markers that you have in your video clip. Notice I can also, as I click between them, I can shuttle to the exact moment in time where they are in the source monitor there. But it also allows me to add text, and then I can add additional descriptions. So maybe this is where I'll put like good, hi, I'm Jason, bad, false start. Hi, I'm Jason Levine, and this is my channel. Excellent, best one, okay? So you can put all kinds of comments and things in the descriptions there. And I use that, especially if you have lots of variations and lots of takes of a particular line or something. This becomes very, very useful very, very quickly. All right. Richard Newberry, watch your multicam editing video earlier. Great info. Okay, thanks. Yeah, they're super short, right? So, I mean, if you just want to know a quick and dirty way to get a multicam sequence together, it's not giving you every single detail like you would normally get from me, but it's a quick way to get started. So in the source monitor, important to note that we're in the source monitor here. I'm going to scrub through, okay? And essentially, we're going to keep playing back. Now, you can work with video like this. Some people like doing this using the audio waveform. This is actually something that I show you in the multicam editing day, which we'll talk about on Thursday. If you click on the wrench menu, your settings menu right here, you can choose what you're viewing inside the source monitor. So if you go to audio waveform, the reason that this is kind of nice is because this allows you to see each spoken passage. I don't necessarily have to hear myself talking. I know how I look. Fabulous. But this will allow me to more easily section it out, mark it up. So this is actually how I like to do it primarily. All right. So we can see here that we've got another little section just because I listened to it moments ago. I already know that this is an intro. So to set a marker at the beginning of this audio right here, or the beginning of the video, I'm going to use this marker button, okay, inside our source monitor. And you can see add marker. You can also hit shortcut key M, all right, and it adds a marker. Now, what's cool, and you notice how I've extended these markers, if you hold down the Option key, or the Alt key on Windows, right? Alt Option, yes, I always get those confused. I can now drag this out, and you see, because I can see the duration of the audio, of the speaking, I can make the marker as long as I'm talking for, and then I can listen to it. Hi, I'm Jason Levine, and welcome to Just Play Music. Okay, and now I can type in what that is. Hi, I'm Jason Levine, and welcome to JPM Just Play Music. Okay, and when I do that, oh, sorry, I put that in the wrong marker. It's actually the next one here. When I do that, that text will appear right there. Also, by the way, you can double click right inside of it. Hi, I'm Jason Levine, and welcome to JPM. Double click on the marker. You can also change the marker color if you so desire. All right, you can also change those defaults too, by the way, okay? So you can say, this one is good, short, and sweet, okay? Shuttle forward. Again, we can move. So easy to see what's happening in here. M to select a marker. Alt Option to drag that marker. Listen. In this channel, we're going to be featuring all different types of music. Okay, so again, this is on this channel, we're going to be featuring all types of ... And then here I can say, false start. Okay. Now, part of the cool thing about using description metadata too is that all of these terms that you have in here all become searchable. So when you eventually have effectively your selects, right? Notice when I type the word best, it's automatically going to show me the best takes, which makes it easy then for me to, again, shuttle directly to them inside the source monitor, set my in and out point, and drag those into a timeline. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm just going to do one or two more of these here. All right, let's find something good. On this channel, we're going to be featuring all different types of musical performances. Okay, so I'm going to set a little marker here. On this channel, we're going to be musical perf. All right, I'm going to set this for purple because that's going to be my code for good. Okay, best. Musical instruction. Okay, I like that. M for marker. Okay. Option. Drag it out. Okay. Musical performances. Okay. Forgot to color it purple. That's fine. I'm moving quickly. And lots of different types of things that will just help you and your kids get truly engaged. Okay, messed that up. That's good. Don't want that. Musical performances. On this channel, we're going to celebrate all things music. Oh, I actually like that better. On this channel, we're going to celebrate. We'll call this one good. All right. On this channel, we're going to celebrate all things music. And by the way, I'm using the keys on my keyboard, J, K, L, J to go backwards, K to stop or pause, and L to go forwards. Double tap K or J or L. Double speed, triple speed back, double speed, triple speed forward. Okay. M for my marker. Alt Option, drag it out. On this channel, we're going to celebrate all things music. Okay, double click, pink. On this channel, we're going to celebrate all things music. Best. Okay, all right. And we'll make this good. Okay. And let's find this one more little piece here because we got 5 minutes. If you're looking for songs with great stories and good messages and good meanings to teach your kids, you're going to find them here. All things music. Maybe, you know what? Musical instruction. Maybe I will keep that. Best. Okay. If you're looking for songs with great stories. Okay, so let's take this piece. Again, we're going to hit a marker here. Going to extend it. So I'm not marking up everything right now. I'm just doing this quickly so I can put something together, okay? And this will be if you're looking, ... Gonna immediately call this best, pink, okay. All right, so now let's just say that this is all my best stuff. Let's hope not. That these are all of my best takes. Okay, so again, up in the markers panel now, I can simply type best, all right? And immediately it shows me all the best takes in the order that I marked them. And again, if I click on them here, it will shuttle to the first, to the starting point of that particular chosen piece. So now that I have this, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm using the audio here to mark it. I'm going to set I for in, O for out, and then I'm simply going to drag this. All right, whoops. That's the best way to actually do that. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll do insert here. I'll do an insert. Okay. I can click insert, or if I want to use the video here, I can go back to composite video and just click and drag it down into my timeline like this. Actually, let's do it like that. I think that's a little bit easier. All right, and we have my first section. Hi, I'm Jason, and welcome to my channel, Just Play Music. Okay, good. All right, come back over here. Again, we could go to the next one. All right, so best, and it was this one here. So once again, I'll set an in point. Musical instruction. Let's go to this one, actually. This is where we want to be. In point. On this channel, we're going to celebrate. Right. And out point. All right. And insert. And welcome to my channel, Just Play Music. On this channel, we're going to celebrate all things music. Okay, and for the sake of time, how are you gonna get this out now? Okay, when you're done with your edit and you're gonna stylize it and do whatever else you want to it, you're going to go up to File, Export, Media, all right? From there, you're gonna do 2 things. You only need to do, 3 things. Format, you're going to choose H.264 for your format, all right? Then you're going to twirl down this preset menu, and I recommend going to the YouTube 720 HD preset. All right, that's the one you want to use. Go ahead and select that. All right, and then give it a name and tell it where you want it to go. DCC-D1, My Edit. Click Save. Click Export, and you're done. And that's all you need to do. And that is day 1 of the Daily Creative Challenge, editing together a channel trailer just like that. All right, so my friends, again, we've got lots of stuff coming up today. I'll be in the Discord later today. If you have any additional questions, I'll also be there to start reviewing your submissions. All right, Cal, can you import export markers to a text file or maybe with time code like subtitles? Actually, yes, you can. So again, just to show you that real quickly, because you just asked there, Cal, give me a second here. I'm just going to switch back to my screen. So yes, you can do a marker export. So same location under the File menu, Export Markers. And when you do that, you'll see that it'll create 3 different file types, CSV, TXT, or HTML. And it'll give you the time code, the description, and any of the comment data as well. All right, so coming up next, we've got more challenges. We've got Photoshop DCC with Voodoo Val. So I'm just going to go through another couple of challenges here. Let's see. Mallory Durrett, too bad you can't drag the marker to the selection below. Yes, so the markers are just references. It would be nice to be able to drag those. But again, markers are different than marking in. That's the difference. And of course, those will stay with that file even after you close it and reopen it. It's just metadata, but you don't have to save. Once you add the marker, it actually becomes part of the file there. Valdair, thank you so much. You're so very welcome. Yes, and people are asking why you never knew markers had so many uses, Arya. Oh, very cool. Nice. Jay, markers is cool. Yes. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Very cool. All right. Yeah, and the reason, again, that it's all 720. Oh, Jims, you're very welcome. Thank you. All right. And Breskik. All right, Mario, nice to see you. Thank you very much. Again, the reason we did it all at 720p is just to make it easy to download for everyone all over the world. Of course, I would have loved to have given you 1080 or 4K, but then the files get huge and then it's harder to kind of contribute. So again, you've got the basics there. You can also follow the link to get the quick tutorial on using markers if you missed any of that. Or of course, you can watch the replay here on Behance. So stay tuned for the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel for day 2 of the Premiere Pro Daily Creative Challenge. Be sure to meet me on Discord. See you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.